wearing my rookie socks by the work. Right, morning everyone. So it's about 10 to 5 and I'm ready to go for it. Beautiful day, beautiful night, stars are everywhere. Let's do it. These narrow roads are not for faint-hearted. I think this is the only time that you have actually chance not to get in a pickle and not meet someone else. There's no passing places. Well, looks like it's getting busy now. I was thinking that I'm in the middle of nowhere, super early, but actually I'm not in the middle of nowhere and there's quite a few people coming down. I just think they are coming for the very first light swim. I mean, I think it's pretty brave to get in that water when it's still dark, because sometimes with the first light I can just see tiny little heads bobbing around, like pretty far out, definitely more than the casting distance. I can imagine swimming in darkness in this, but yeah, fair play. Beautiful, it's about 18 degrees now, 18, 19. So yesterday Sandy Andy, the 12-gram version, was doing the trick, and then I went on the paddleboard and there were, well, quite small pockets, but all fish I could see were sand eels, literally of the size of the Sandy Andy. So when it is gin clear, I think you want to go as natural as possible, and that was exactly what was needed. I have tried pachinko, I have tried, well, few others, but no interest, nothing on top waters. And I was expecting the small schoolies would be really keen to take top waters, but no, not really. But once that small Sandy Andy gone in and stayed subsurface, yeah, fish on. Even the smallest seeker, the 12-gram version, that was getting smashed. But yes, we are here, so today I have definitely made it on time. And I'll try with the small paddle tail. Now I'm going to just try on the sand. Usually I don't rate sand, but obviously I'm often quite wrong. Strange thing is, yesterday I had literally no hits in the darkness. Right, we got first fish. Again, it's the first small fish, but obviously fish is a fish. This is almost feeling like a mackerel, but it's... nah, it's a small bass. Oh. Come here, you. Right, so at least it's the blank beaten. Right, and I'm bleeding again. So I'm the bleeder here, not the fish. Hopefully you can see it. We got pilchard number 2. And oh no, there's actually a mackerel. Well, that's good news then, as far as I can catch more. Mackerel on a... oh, you kidding me? Oh, fuck's sake. And the mackerel managed to actually wriggle out with the treble. What? Well, so no mackerel and no treble. That's mental. Okay, well, not what I wanted. And I did want to bring mackerel for barbecue, so to be honest, at least I know they're here. Right, a fine Cornish bass or pilchard. Oh well, this here is really poor, but it is what it is. Oh, we had a good take here. Fish might not be as big, but the take was fantastic. I absolutely snatched it. Again, not big fish, but it was savage. Might be possibly the best fish today. Might not be big, but it has attitude. Yeah, only probably about, I don't even think it has 40. Get him unhooked. Water is gin clear. Right, what we got here now? I think this is a mackerel, and it was at maximum distance, but it feels like a mackerel. Well, if it feels like a mackerel and it shakes like a mackerel, it's probably a mackerel. Get in. Yeah, there we go. On a seeker. It looks like despite my lucky socks, it's not gonna be anything groundbreaking. So, few schoolies, couple mackerel, and yeah, it's getting towards high water. And I was hoping that now would be most activity, but it's totally dead. It's just, well, I don't know, it's just not happening. What a place. Morning, guys. So it's my last morning of the holiday, and I was probably gonna leave it, but yesterday I found these lovely reefs near Faway estuary, so I think it would be rude not to. So last time, it's about 5:20, first bit of light. I have to get there through this forest, so I'm sure the forest will be still pitch black, and you don't know what lives in those woods. So hopefully I should be there in 10-15 minutes, because it's downhill, and I'm always excited despite those conditions being really poor. You never know, there might be a big one hiding amongst the rocks. So let's get suited and booted. Now this place will be a good bit of cardio. It's really steep. At least it's really fast to go down. Luckily with the tungsten studs, otherwise I think I'll be flying, because it's quite a bad mood. But we had finally a bit of rain overnight. But on the way up, this is proper hardcore going up. And the first bit of light, I think I'm starting 1 hour after high water, so I should be able to reach those outer reefs. At least that's the plan. Let's see if I can send my handmade lures around it, possibly a little patch, and then focus on a little sand eels once it gets a bit lighter, because I think sand eel is just the most natural food source around here. The Sandy Andy in 12 grams, that lure has been exceptional for me, and I don't mind getting knockoffs from China, especially for soft plastics, but that Sandy Andy I think is worth every penny. And it's getting dark again, deep dark woods. Right, here's the coastline, and the water is already quite far in. I'm not sure how you get down there. Oh, the pass. I nearly went into this little bock which goes downhill. I think it'll be a race against the time, because I don't fancy getting cut off. but also I would like to get out as much as I can. There's quite a lot of submerged wheat, well, more like suspended wheat, right close in, which is not ideal. But apart from that, just look at this place. But yeah, the weed is an issue. I think this will be every cast, pulling loads in. So I'll see if I can get something weedless. The tide might clear it, but by then I'll have to move off this. All of this will be submerged in about 45 minutes. First fish on. Again, tiny one, and I will really have to get off this rock because it was a bit of a deep jump to get in. Anyway, blank beaten. Guys, stop. Right, off you go. And I need to head back. Right, we've got another one on, and that's on my little skinny, which is nice to see. And we got some rain coming as well, great. I mean, it's more weed than fish, but it's just nice to catch on your handmade, and it just proves that even when it's hard, the little skinny still delivers. Let's get rid of all these weeds. But yeah, as you can see, right, off you go. And there we go. Nice bit of Cornish rain. Would this tempt any fish? I'm sure there was a swell behind it. Maybe. And it's raining more, but we got another fish on. And I'm hoping that as the tide keeps coming up, the fish will move in, because it was very shallow, but the rain is pretty thick now. Well, I guess it's true. If it's lovely, sunny, go to the beer garden. Bit of foul weather, go fishing. And again, skinny did the job. These are not big fish, but I don't think there are big fish around at the moment, so nice innocent. See you later. Well, what can I say? This lure just does the job when you need to, and flies like an absolute rocket. Alright, so we're getting a nice little sunrise with this in rain, but it does look pretty stunning. Feel very privileged doing this. Come on, Mr. Bass. Right. But I'm tempted to cast in this gully because it just looks too good. I think any bass angler would be like, yeah, this is the place for any, well, for big fish or for any fish, but it just looks like the perfect ambush spot. I just don't know how much water is actually in there, because I think there is a reef running across that little reef. Maybe I put a little seeker on it and see if I can get it all the way to the end. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Well, I'm close to getting kudo, but this gully is just really hard to ignore. It absolutely it just looks stunning. I had one blowout, and typically the one day I don't take any do live sticks or any albi snacks. That's when you want to go really slow over the bladder, and I haven't got anything. I only got heavy jiggets, so that's that. Right, another fish on, right at the maximum distance, but I think there is something else hunting around. There's definitely more fish closer in, but they're really finicky, and this is something tiny. Bass on a seeker. Well, basslet. Little beauties. And there you go, beautiful sunrise. Right, so I've been following this little path, and I am feeling really uneasy about it now, because I think this is a fucking cliff. Just by judging how this path sort of ends, there's no way I'm going down there. I mean, yeah, it looks stunning, goes into a really deep water, but oh, I don't know. I think it's one of those, when you feel like it's not right, it's probably not. Alright, so here's the place I've been fishing over. Obviously been pushed out by the tide, and as the sun came out, that was it. No bites, the water's gin clear. So I guess it's just to be expected. And my heart is racing just to get up that hill. I'm thinking, can I find another spot? I don't think I can. Everything seems to be like a really steep way down. Well, or no way down. I think just lying down and chilling is the best course of action now. Tide's fully in. I'm logged in. Probably at least another hour and a half before the tide finally starts receding. It's zero activity. I don't think there is anything around. So I can just chill, have a bit of a chat if I can have a nap in soon. And this is the end of this video. Lie down, have a nap, call it a day. Alright, so the fishing has been really rubbish. Just offshore wind for weeks, crystal clear water, no movement. I had a big mackerel last night, which is strange to have a mackerel after dark, but it's absolutely stunning here for everything else about from fishing. Just look at the place. Loads of little coves like this. Just so enjoyable. So even if I won't catch much, definitely had a nice trip.